talk to you about Apollo 16 and the unusual circumstances behind it. NASA has released what they call their explanation for the UFO sighting on Apollo 16. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you what their press release was about it, and I'm going to let you draw your own conclusions.
Beginning their return from the moon to an April 27, 1972, splashdown, astronauts John Young, Thomas Mattingly, and Charles Duke captured about 4 seconds of video footage of an object that seemed to look a lot like Hollywood's version of a spacecraft from another world. The thing was described as a saucer-shaped object with a dome on top. The images were captured with a 16mm motion picture camera shooting at 12 frames per second from a command service module window. The object appears momentarily near the moon. As the camera pans, it moves out of the field of view. It reappears as the camera pans back. It appeared in about 50 frames. Some very bright people recently worked hard to analyze that footage. Their conclusion was that the object wasn't at all what some observers thought it seemed to be. There is no indication the Apollo 16 crew ever thought the film showed anything special. A group headed by Gregory Byrne of Johnson Space Center's Image Science and Analysis Group completed a report on its investigation earlier this year. They used a video copy of the film initially, then did a high-resolution digital scan of the original film for detailed analysis. They stabilized images to correct for camera movement, and then aligned multiple frames in a sequence. One thing that showed them was that the object appeared to move slightly with respect to the moon, because of parallax brought about by slight camera motions and the nearness of the object to the camera. The investigators also combined several frames in a sequence, to give them higher resolution and greater contrast than individual frames. The combinations showed them more clearly a linear feature attached to one side of the object. They also looked at archived images from other Apollo missions. Bottom line, all of the evidence in this analysis is consistent with the conclusion that the object in the Apollo 16 film was the EVA spacewalk floodlight boom. There is no evidence in the photographic record to suggest otherwise.
I really loved her explanation. It's pretty funny. They said that they stabilized the film and analyzed it. It was a 4-second shot of film, and after looking at it and looking at other pictures of the moon, they decided that it was part of the spaceship. That's what it was. So let's take a look at that 4-second clip, and then we're going to look at some other things from the Apollo 16 mission. Now I know that went by really quickly, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it to you again, but first I'm going to show you the photograph that NASA put up, and I want you to notice that how it's got some kind of light colored object before the UFO. That's their reproduction of that picture. But I want you to take a good long look at that picture, and then I want you to look at the original video from NASA itself, and notice there is no like white exhaust or anything in that original video. Apparently NASA doctored the picture, so I'm going to let you look for yourself and make up your own mind. I hope you also noticed how it was moving away from the spacecraft. You have to ask yourself, why would NASA go so far as to try to debunk this when they didn't try to debunk any of the other unusual happenings at the Apollo 16 flight? We'll take a look at some of those too. Now look at the top of your screen. Notice the shadow. Now look at it again. They've never explained that shadow. You see a flash of light from the ground and something flying by it. We're going to look at it again. Notice the flash of light and then something flying by it. Not only did they get pictures looking down at the moon, they also got one picture from them actually being on the surface of the moon. Let's take a look at that. This is from NASA's photo 85-11449. Now, they have never ever tried to explain this one. Now, I have to admit to you all that when it comes to NASA, I really have a love-hate relationship with them. I really love the great work that they do, but I really hate the fact that they refuse to tell us the truth. And then they put out these BS press releases that no one believes, and the evidence clearly says something completely different, but yet they try. Um, but seriously, we're just not that stupid, and we deserve to know the truth. And it's about time they start telling us the truth, but I don't know if they ever will. But again, I'm going to let y'all decide what you choose to believe. Leave any comments down below. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And I'll continue to keep making more videos like this. Talk to you later. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.